important event. Just 10 years ago, this beautiful morning, yon bright sun beheld me a slave, a poor degraded chattel, trembling at the sound of your voice, lamenting that I was a man and wishing myself a brute. I should like to explain to you the grounds upon which I justified myself in running away from you. When yet but a child about 6 years old, the very first mental effort that I remember was an attempt to solve the mystery. Why am I a slave? And with this question, my youthful mind was troubled for many days. When I saw the slave driver whip a slave woman, cut the blood out of her neck, and heard her cries, I went away and wept and pondered over the mystery. I had some idea of God, the creator of all mankind, the black and the white, and that he had made blacks to serve whites as slaves. How could he do this and be good? I could not tell. I was not satisfied with this theory, which made God responsible for slavery, for it pained me greatly. I was puzzled with the question until one night, while sitting in the kitchen, I heard some of the old slaves talking to their parents, having been stolen from Africa by white men and were sold here as slaves. The whole mystery was solved at once. From that time, I resolved that one day I would run away. The morality of the act I dispose as follows. I am myself, you are yourself. We are two distinct persons, equal persons. You are a man, and so am I. I am not by nature bound to you, or you to me. In leaving, I took nothing but what belonged to me. Since I left you, I've had the rich experience. I've occupied spaces which I never dreamed of as a slave. So as far as my domestic affairs are concerned, I can boast as one comfortable as dwelling as your own. I have an industrious and neat companion and 4 dear children. The 3 oldest are now going to school. They are all comfortable in comfortable beds and sound asleep, perfectly secure under my own roof. There are no slave owners here to wring my heart by snatching them from my arms, or blast the mother's dearest hopes by tearing them from her bosom. These dear children are ours, not to work up into rice, sugar, and tobacco, but to watch over, regard, and protect, and to train them in the paths of wisdom and virtue as far as we can, to make them useful to the world and to themselves. Oh, sir, a slaveholder never appears to me so completely an agent of hell as when I think of my dear children. It is then that my feelings rise above my control. The grim horrors of slavery rise in all their terror before me. I remember the chain, the gag, the bloody whip, the death-like gloom overshadowing the broken spirit of the fettered bondman being torn away from wife and children and sold like a beast in the market. At this moment, you're probably the guilty holder of at least 3 of my own dear sisters, and my only brother in bondage. I desire to know how and where they are. Have you sold them? Are they still in your possession? What has become of them? Are they living or dead? These you regard as your property. The responsibility which you have assumed is this regard is truly awful. And how could you stagger under it with these many years is marvelous? Your mind must have become darkened, your heart hardened, your conscience seared and petrified. Or you would have long since thrown off the cursed load and sought relief at the hands of a sin-forgiving God. I will now bring this letter to a close. You shall hear from me again, unless you let me hear from you. I intend to make use of you as a weapon to which to assail the system of slavery, as a means of concentrating public attention on the system and deepening their horror of trafficking in the souls and bodies of men. I shall make use of you as a means of exposing the character of the American church and clergy, and as a means of bringing this guilty nation and yourself to repentance. In doing this, I entertain no malice towards you personally. There is no roof under which you would be more safe than mine, and there is nothing in my house which you might need for your comfort which I would not readily grant. Indeed, I should esteem it a privilege to set an example as to how mankind ought to treat each other. I am your fellow man, but not your slave. Frederick Douglass.